so weird. I'm feeling rested, which is an odd feeling. You know,
that's right, because you're not doing the morning show.
I'm not doing the morning show. The last 2 days I've been off Sunrise because, you know, Angie Bevan's out, you know, on maternity leave, and some of our other anchors, you know, Kevin and Dia's taking some time off too, you know, after the noon. And so we've kind of had an anchor mix-up. So I've been anchor the evenings yesterday and then again today. So I've been sleeping. I feel it's the weirdest feeling to actually feel like I got some sleep last night. So right now I'm like,
I have tried to describe this for folks who do not work the shift as to which we work, because you get up like at 3, I think, right?
Yeah.
When you have a normal schedule just for a little bit, like a vacation for a week, you get this weird feeling of energy that you've never had. Because our day is in... It's awful the toll it takes, the sacrifice we're making for you people. We're dying for you.
Oh my gosh, I know. I forget I don't realize
high blood pressure. You're looking at him.
Honestly, I don't realize how tired. Yeah, I mean, what else is there to say? I never realize how tired I feel on a normal day until I get off the normal schedule.
And then you go, wow.
Yeah.
I feel normal.
Yeah. Something else I've discovered is that I don't know what Lee Cruz does at my desk in the newsroom when I'm off the morning show and I'm not here in the mornings. Tom Ackerman blew your cover this morning. What's going on here?
I'm eating a tomato. I've officially become an old man. I just really enjoy. Look at that blade I got.
I'm not. Is that a Swiss Army knife? What is that?
It's Leatherman.
Oh.
I couldn't find a knife here in our. All I got is this big butcher knife. That thing is dull. It doesn't cut anything. So I went to my truck and got that thing. And there's two. One, I wanted to talk to Chris. I had to straighten him out. You know what kind of problems he's got in life.
Constant.
And the other thing is, at my desk is a leather jacket that I acquired from Goodwill to be Indiana Jones.
That's right.
And whoever had it before me loved camels.
Oh gosh, that thing reeks. Yesterday he wore it on the show, and I was like.
It was like nauseating sitting next to it, and I'm going to need it again tonight. So I decided I'll sit over at Hayley's desk and eat my tomato.
Yeah, so I just saw this right before the show. I didn't even know. Yeah, Tom Ackerman had taken a picture of it and said, I hope Hayley doesn't mind. Lee found another place to dissect a tomato.
Plus,
it looks like you're conducting an experiment of sorts.
It kind of looked like something went wrong.
Did you spray tomato juice all over my desk?
A little bit. It wasn't my desk. That's all I care about.
Whatever. All right, everybody, let's get to today's Hot Topics on this Friday. Hot Topic. Alrighty, this first one.
Interesting.
This is interesting. A Missouri nudist resort is hosting a total solar eclipse party next week. They're said to have one of the best views in the country of Monday's big event.
What do you mean by views?
Oh, well, whatever you think it means. They're welcoming any and all visitors to come out. The catch is, you have to be naked if you want to attend their viewing party. Rules are rules. They're a nudist resort, so anyone who wishes to attend must be nude. They have 5 RV spots, nearly a dozen tent sites left to rent. The resort sits in the path of totality for the eclipse, and they're one of the places like Hopkinsville that's going to see 100% coverage.
Well, not really.
Yeah, well.
0% coverage. That's we'll be hearing more from Claire Crouch and Bill Meck from that area.
Yeah, they're going to be there.
We couldn't find any hotel rooms. They don't know this yet, but that's where we put them up.
It's going to be so freeing for them. Bill especially. He's always in that suit and stuff.
Yeah.
He's going to love it.
Here's
if you're a nudist, I guess this would be perfect. Why not be around lots of other nudists while you're taking in this celestial event?
Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, you're going to be in the dark. I've never seen so many people get excited about being in the dark in my whole life.
I know, honestly.
I mean, listen, folks. It happens tonight. The sun goes away tonight. You can experience an eclipse for like hours, not just 2 minutes. Fantastic.
But come on,
Darkness.
It's in the middle of the day. It's awesome. I think it's cool. But hey, if you're a nudist, call our friends up in Missouri and enjoy yourself.
Well, this blew up on Twitter yesterday. Comedian Amy Schumer appeared on Thursday's episode of Judge Judy. She popped up in the background as an audience member. The internet was freaking out when they saw her. Earlier this year, Schumer shared on social media she and her sister had stopped by the set. Their episode of the long-standing courtroom reality show finally aired on yesterday. Schumer posted on Instagram, "You know I was in the audience on Judge Judy. My sister and I sit on the case for the day because we love her."
I love this. When I first even saw these screenshots on Twitter yesterday, I was like, that's not real. What's she doing there? No. And yeah, I guess apparently the talk is the producers of the show or something, they didn't even realize who she was, so they just kind of sat her there. And she was like right behind the people, and apparently during an intermission or something, they moved her to a different area so you couldn't see her as well, because that's all people were paying attention to.
I love the photo where she's reacting to some sort of testimony where she's doing that. Oh,
her classic.
There it is. I love that.
I love it.
Oh, no, you didn't.
And apparently the case she was sitting in on this one was over some sort of playing cards. Yu-Gi-Oh? I don't know. I'm not familiar with what these cards are. But anyway, so whatever it was, there must have been some dicey card action for her to be like, ooh. I love her because she's just a normal person. She apparently said she and her sister went.
Whoa. Amy Schumer's not a normal person.
Well, she's not a normal person, but neither are we.
That's true.
True. Anyway, she's just so cool. I love her. This story gets me so worked up. Look at this. The tip a Southern Indiana waitress received this week at the restaurant where she works is going viral, and not because it was a big tip. Her customers not only left her no tip, but they left a nasty note along with it. The waitress's name is Kelsey. She's a teenager. They left her no tip and then wrote on the receipt, here's a tip, contour is supposed to blend. A nod to her makeup. Contour, you know, is bronzer and highlight and all that. Well, it turns out Kelsey is an aspiring makeup artist and wears creative makeup to work every day. Well, Kelsey told the Today Show that the note made her heart drop, but she decided she was not going to let them get her down. She posted the receipt and a picture of her makeup on Instagram with the caption there, didn't faze me. So she's not letting these people get her down. She said they were other, like, teenage girls. It was like 2 teenage girls that ate there.
Yeah, it sounds like a teenage girl.
It does.
It sounds like Mean Girls.
Mean Girls. I hate Mean Girls. Hated them when I was a kid.
I kind of like them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know, some of this, though, I'm always a little wary of.
Yeah.
Because I have seen stories where you later find out where the waitress actually made that
Wrote it herself.
And then they posted
Yeah.
to elicit sympathy. And I'm not saying that she did that.
Yeah. Well,
I'm just saying you got to be wary.
That happens. I'm glad you brought that up because the Today Show did their due diligence and called her restaurant. Good. And they, backed up her story and said, no,
I always
this did
try
happen.
to tip.
Yeah.
I mean, in a generous fashion.
Yeah.
I mean,
Unless service.
I'm not changing your life. But I think it's a reward.
They're hard. They work hard, unless
Absolutely.
the service is just markedly horrible. I'll even leave a tip then, but it's way less than it was going to be. Way less than it was going to be. But yeah, I'm just proud of this girl because she, being a teenage girl is hard enough. And then to have somebody write that to her, she loves makeup, loves to wear creative makeup. Good for her. Don't listen to Mean Girls.
We salute you.
We salute you, sister.
Now, a Utah mom is turning her husband's old shirts into adorable outfits for her young daughters. Her work is going viral. Now, this all started last year when Stephanie Miller noticed her husband throwing away a shirt she'd bought him for Christmas. He said it had shrunk. Well, rather than toss it, she decided to turn it into something new, and she posted pictures of her creations on Instagram, including before and afters. People love it. She says it's a great new creative outlet for her and her kids. They just love these new clothes, wearing daddy's shirts.
Look at that. Yeah, look, she turned that old shirt into that. Look at these cute outfits.
Girl, that lady has a talent.
Yeah, she really does.
She should be in the fashion business. If she isn't already, she should be a designer.
Look at this. Look at these awesome outfits. She needs to pitch her ideas and designs. Yeah, she should be a designer. These are so cute. Look how cute her kids are.
Yeah.
Love that. Apparently, she's only in her 20s, and they have like 4 kids, and she was kind of struggling, because she had been, I think, a painter before she got married.
So she's an artist.
She's an artist anyway, but then when they had, kids kind of quickly, she said she'd gotten out of that, was kind of feeling just drugged down, and then her husband bought her a sewing machine, and then, it just kind of all came to this, and she was saying, it's just been such a good creative outlet for me. And then, amazing clothes for her kids, not having to spend any extra money on,
Her life was changed when her husband... Imagine how different the story would be. Her husband bought her a Glock.
Oh, gosh. How different this would be now.
Now she's in law enforcement.
Now she's an expert marksman. And her children saying, Mom, please come home. All righty, it has been 50 years since Dolly Parton's first album, and the country music superstar is not slowing down anytime soon.
I love Dolly.
I do, too. She is awesome. Well, Dolly is coming out with her very first children's album. It is called I Believe in You and is set to be released at the end of September. She made the big announcement on Instagram with that cool graphic there. All the profits will be donated to her nonprofit, the Imagination Library, which promotes the importance of reading amongst children. This is my favorite part. Dolly is still going to write every single song on the album. She's not only going to sing the song, she's going to have written all 14 songs on this album.
Look how beautiful that lady is.
I know. I love it so much. I love it.
The one interaction I had with Dolly Parton was ruined by Chris Goodman. I got a chance to interview her through satellite.
Right.
And he starts off the whole thing with, "Man, you've got some big hits." That's what he said to the lady.
Oh, no.
Right off.
Then what happened?
Well, then she said, "Excuse me," and then I have to apologize.
Yeah.
But I know right away she doesn't like us.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Thanks, Chris.
Thanks, Chris. Classic Chris Goodman. I love Dolly. I think this is awesome. She is so musically talented. It really is amazing. She can write a song like that.
In all seriousness, she may
amazing.
be one of the most prolific songwriters America has ever produced.
Just the sheer number of songs.
You could rank her, I mean, like the Bob Dylans of the world.
Yeah.
I mean, she's amazing.
She's amazing. The hype is real.
I'll tell you somebody else there is Bruno Mars.
I love Bruno Mars. I like that
He
too.
doesn't get the kind of credit. He's this generation's Smokey Robinson. A lot of people don't give that guy credit. He's
I love him. Love him. I wish he could perform at the Super Bowl every year.
I do
Could
too.
he do the halftime at the Super Bowl every
Make it
year?
official.
I like it.
Those are today's hot topics, everybody.
Hot topic.